Hello? I just want to look at. Oh, yep, we had visitors. I just thought I would share that with you because it's so much fun being here by the water. But I wanted to start today with a short story of a little boy who's sitting on the step and he's gnawing away on an apple. And he has another apple sitting beside him, and his mother comes up to him and she asks if she could have an apple. And he looks at his apple and looks at her, and then he looks at the uneaten apple. And he picks up the uneaten apple, and she assumes he's going to give it to her. But instead, he takes a bite out of it. And then he deliberates for a moment, and then gives her the apple he had been eating. Now, her heart was hurting as to why he did this, and she asked, "Why did you give me this apple instead of the other apple?" And he quite proudly exclaimed, because he had to taste the other one first, and he wanted to give her the one that tasted sweetest. So what could appear to be a selfish act was really an act of loving kindness. And I wanted to use that story today to start with, because in our lives, every day and many times a day, we make assumptions. We make assumptions about our partners, about people we work with, even about ourselves. And that is not because we are evil or maniacal, but it's actually for a need for safety. When we don't understand something, or we can't explain it or justify it, we don't feel safe. So our mind jumps to the rescue and it creates a bridge. And whether that bridge is true or not, it doesn't matter, because once we've made that mental bridge or that assumption, we believe it because it makes us feel safe. And because safety is the issue, many of the times when we make assumptions, we're not even conscious that we're doing it, and it happens so fast. And because we need them to feel safe, we believe them and we run with them, and we will defend them to the 9th degree. So it would be so much easier for us if we just asked for clarification. So why don't we ask like this mother did? She did because it was her son, and they had that close relationship, and probably a little bit because she wanted to teach him something if she thought it was selfish. There's many reasons. See, I'm making an assumption. But we quite often don't ask for clarification. We don't ask the questions we need to ask to become clear on something, because we assume we'll be judged. This is a big cycle, and it's fear-based. And most of our assumptions create discomfort for us. And I'm sure we've all assumed at one time or another in our relationships that the person we are in relationship with knows what we need or want or what we're feeling. And when they don't show up in that capacity, we're hurt because we believed they did. And really, that situation could have been completely eradicated with a simple question, with a simple asking. And again, asking is not easy. It means we're vulnerable. It means we have to be courageous. But in order to curb a pattern of assumptions, we're going to have to change our communication style. And really what that involves is finding our voice to ask, I'm not sure what you meant there. And sometimes you may have to ask more than one question about the same thing to get clarification. But once we ask once and get that ball rolling, it'll be easier to do it the next time and the next time. And especially if we start that process with people we love and we're close to, it's so much easier to start changing our communication style in a place where we feel safe. So again, I just wanted to share that because we've been discussing ways in which we can make our life easier and tools in the toolbox, and understanding why we make assumptions and how we can maybe curtail that, or at least diminish the amount that we do it. So until we talk again, please stay hydrated, nourished, and well rested.